Hi, I'm Brian, and if you like what you see here today, please hit like or subscribe down below, and I'll try and make some more of these for you. Today we are doing something called Qigong for fear, and here are words of wisdom today from Lao Tzu, the ancient Chinese author of the book The Art of War. Hope and fear are both phantoms that arise from thinking of the self. Isn't that interesting? And in Chinese medicine, both hope and fear come from the same place. They come from our deepest core, the kidney energy system. So the physical kidneys are back here in your lower back, just behind the lower ribs. And this energy system actually includes the legs, the spine, the brain, and your reproductive organs as well. So to start off with, we're going to take a slightly wider than average stance, and we're going to put our hands on our hips while we bend our knees slightly, and if you need to sit down, that's fine too. So fear is the negative aspect of the kidney and would be considered someone who's afraid a lot would have a weakened kidney system. So we're going to try and tonify that and reduce our fear. So this stance we have here is called the Superman pose, and it's also called the Wonder Woman pose, since especially in the last few years Wonder Woman's been a lot cooler than Superman, I think. So when we do this, let's say you're about to give a speech, rather than pacing around a room, which actually seems to make you a little more nervous, taking the Wonder Woman pose grounds you, so it grounds your energy. When you're afraid, you're ungrounded energetically, your chi is ungrounded, you're ungrounded in reality. When you're afraid, you start thinking of things that are not really there. So by becoming grounded, hopefully you can penetrate through the fear to the reality. And once you have reality, you have more wisdom. You have wisdom of what's there, and you have wisdom of what you know that you can add to it. So we're going to add to this Wonder Woman pose. So when your feet are on the ground, energy is flowing through your system from the earth into your feet. There's a point on the bottom of the feet called the bubbling springs. That's where energy enters, and then the energy comes up your legs and it starts to hit the other energy systems or chakras in the body, and then it comes out the top. So we're going to really activate this energy by breathing in our feet as if we have little nostrils or mouths at the bottom. Breathe up the energy, up the legs, up to the hips, and then up here to the lower back where your kidneys are. And we'll do that a few times. Again, breathe the energy in, up from your feet, up the center of your legs, like they're tree trunks pulling up water, up to your hips, and then up to your kidneys. And give a little cheesy smile. That always helps with doing Qigong. Another interesting aspect of the kidneys and kidney energy is that when you breathe in Chinese medicine they say that you breathe in air and you take the chi or energy from the air and you send it down to your kidneys for storage. And then when you exhale, the energy is spread around your body as you exhale the carbon dioxide. So what we're going to do a little bit here to supercharge things, now that we have the energy flowing, is we are going to breathe in, and we're going to hold our breath as we continue to breathe in. Again, we're going to do this for a little bit, but don't get too carried away with this or pass out. So we're going to breathe in, hold your breath, and exhale. So again, we're breathing in and we're holding our breath, but rather than just holding your breath, you're going to continue to breathe in and really bring the energy or the chi down to your kidneys. And you'll notice when we do it again that you'll really feel that in your lower back. Let's try again. And exhale. Very good. And I notice that I can hold my breath longer when I do that, as opposed to just letting my breath be normal and inhaling. And we'll try it one more time and see if you can figure out what else it's doing to your kidneys. Breathe in and hold your breath. And exhale. So if your room is cold, you'll notice that your kidneys actually start to warm up, which is a funny thing, a very funny thing. All right, now we're going to bring our hands out a little bit like this in front of the navel. And we're going to bring the energy in this time all the way up to our shoulders and then down our arms and out of our hands. We have some energy centers on our palms, our palm chakra, and those are used for doing healing work and for giving speeches and for shaking hands. So we'll breathe in your feet, up your legs, up your torso, and then exhale down your arms and out of your hands. And we'll do that a few more times. Up the torso, exhale down the arms, out of the hands, and then do that one more time. Breathe in your feet, up your legs. Exhale down your arms and out of your hands, and now you might feel something interesting going on in your hands. I feel a little tingling sensation or some warmth, and I feel a little push from my navel area. So your navel, or your dantian, as this energy area is known in Chinese medicine, is one of the largest intake energy centers, and it sends energy straight to the spine. So, and as we bring our arms up and out, it lets the energy flow a little more freely. Now you should feel, right now it almost feels like I have energy oven mitts on my hands. So they feel very thick. All right, very good. Now we're just going to sit down. So standing Qigong practices tend to generate the most energy. So once we've generated some energy, then we're going to use it. So it's best to do this practice with another person because there's a lot more energy between two people than just one person. And also there's a surrender factor. If you're working on someone else, they're kind of surrendering to you and their body opens up more to the healing energy. So always do this with someone else if you can. So we're going to put one hand on your navel and then put one hand on your lower back. And if your shoulders aren't that flexible, even your hip does a good job too. So now we're going to breathe in and hold your breath while you're breathing in. Again, like we did before. Here we go. Breathe in. And exhale. And you notice when you breathe in and hold your breath, you can actually feel that energy or chi sensation quite a bit in your navel area, your second chakra, and in your lower back. And isn't it interesting that you can feel that with your hands? All right, we're going to breathe in again and hold your breath. And exhale. Very good. So you can keep doing your breathing in that way, or we can try a different way. We can try running chi up from the earth into our feet, up our legs, up your torso, down your arms, and through your hands, and we can really energize that kidney area. Okay, here we go. Breathe in your feet, up your legs, up your torso, and exhale. Down your arms, and the chi comes out of your hands, and then you can feel it actually building up between your hands. So I feel my midsection getting really warm, and I feel my lower back and kidneys warming up. And exhale the energy down your arms, out of your hands, and into your lower back and your kidneys. And one more time, breathe in your feet, up your legs, up your torso, and exhale down your arms to your hands, and through your body. And it sounds strange, but once you can feel it, I'm starting to get really warm I can feel this tingling sensation in my hands, and right now I also feel it in my feet. So you can actually bring energy up without using that breathing exercise we just did. You can kind of open up your feet by almost putting a little arch on them, and you'll feel a tingling sensation or some movement, and then you'll bring that energy up your legs, up your torso, down your arms, and out of your hands. Very good. So right now we're energizing our kidney system, in the Chinese medicine system. And in doing so, we're also strengthening the parts of our body that are associated with the kidneys. So we're strengthening the legs, the back, and the brain. And hopefully we're alleviating fear, and we're increasing hope. So as dangerous as fear is when it spreads, hope is even more powerful when it spreads. So when we spread hope, we can do amazing things. We actually become stronger than we really are, and we normally are, and we can do things that we would not otherwise be able to do. So our one last thing we're going to do is, so we've energized our kidney area. So again, the kidneys are also associated with the brain. So we've energized the kidneys and the brain, but now sometimes there's an imbalance between both sides, both hemispheres of the brain. So there's a point here just above the tips of the ears called gallbladder 8. So now we're going to run energy from one side to the other. So we'll bring the energy up, breathe in, up the legs, up the torso, and now we're going to exhale down the right arm and run the energy through from right to left. And the energy is just flowing now after what we've been up to so far. And you'll feel it build up on the left side. Now we'll do the opposite from the left arm. So breathe in your feet, up your legs, up your torso, and then exhale down your left arm, out of your left hand, through the brain to the other side. So when I do this, I feel some pressure or movement of energy or qi through my head. I feel it in my hands. And then I also feel something strange in my head. Like initially my vision was blurred, and now it's good again. So you can keep doing that until you feel an even movement of energy through your head. I'm just going to put my hands on my legs as we recover a little bit. And again, it's best to do this on someone else. And when someone does this to you, it's very relaxing. So here in the West, we use the left side of our brains a lot, which controls our right hand, which is more analytical. But ideally, we'd like to have a balance between both hemispheres. So the creative activities are a little more right-brained. And when the energy in our brain is balanced, we have a greater sense of peace, and we're in the present moment, and we can use the entirety of our being to solve problems or enjoy ourselves or spend time with our family. So I hope you enjoyed this today. Again, if you like this, please hit subscribe and like, and don't let fear overtake you. Fear is a handy thing if you're in danger, but when the danger has passed, the imminent danger, then you need to let the fear go. And if you can generate hope when everyone else is in fear, then you're going to help a lot of people. So thanks again for joining me. Heal yourself and help heal the world. That's what we need now. Thank you.